Shalom, shalom. Please just bear with me a few seconds. Please just bear with me a few seconds. Shalom, shalom, Israel. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay. So I want to say shalom, shalom to our Baba choir. It's 7:21 in my city. Lord willing. Lord willing, you slept good. Lord willing, whoever's gonna be going to sleep at this time, even myself. Lord willing, you sleep good and the Lord allow you to wake up another hour throughout this day. Right? I want to say Hashar Pasak, which means happy Passover, which me and my brethren and Sakari, GMS, and probably a few other brothers, they're doing Passover, started last night sundown. So before we even jump into this thing, I want to give all honor and our praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahweh Shai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ. And of course, I want to give double honors where honor is due. I want to give double honors for the men that the Lord been using to pave the way, bringing forth the sincere milk, the parables, the dark sayings, and the prophecies, to 100% to the best of their ability. And of course, I'm going to start with Elder Tahar on down that been ruling well through the Spirit. The apostles, the elders, the captains, the bishops, the deacons, the soldiers, whatever position you play, Lord willing, the Most High continue on that. And for the hopeful elect that scatter four corners of the earth, whoever you may be, Lord willing, He have you endure. And to the wives and the single sisters that's playing their role as wives, wives in this ministry, that's playing their roles in His ministry. Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that is not in this truth. Lord willing, this is short. Lord willing, it is. The title you see, it says, yes, I said it. You should hate your family and this life. Love them less. Love the Most High more. Now, Lord, I don't know if you understand what that means, right? You got to know. You got sometimes when the Lord might say He has a strong hatred for somebody, right? And then um, you have times when the Lord, you even with us. You know what I'm saying? You have times that the Lord chastises, right? But that hate means to love less, right? Which we all do, you know. I mean, we all should. We all should love our families, our moms, brothers and sisters, children, wife, husband, right? You should love them less, right? I'm about to bring out a scripture on to reason why I'm saying this. Okay, so this is a scripture me and my brother. Actually, before we get there, I'm gonna go to. We can go to. I'm gonna go to Malachi chapter 1 verse 2, and it reads, "I have loved you, saith Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?" Talking about Jacob. "Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith Yahweh. Yet I loved you, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness." He loved Esau less. He loves all nations less, but he loves we're precious, we're the salt of the earth. He actually loves us. He loves them less, right? He put them in a certain position, right? Just for that moment, but they're not going to inherit the kingdom the way that me and you might look at it, right? They will not inherit the kingdom. But everything that is created for Yahweh Bashim Shai's pleasure, right? So the Lord used all his creations for his own desire. Everybody plays a role in the ministry of Yahweh Bashim Shai, right? Shoot. There's another one I want to go to. But we're going to stay here real quick. We're going to go to Ecclesiastes 2 and 17. It says, "Therefore I hated life, because the work that is wrote under the sun is grievous unto me. For all is vanity and vexation of the spirit." You know, us as men and women, we should really hate our life, right? And what I mean by that, when we're living in this, living in this place or wherever we at, right? We know Yahweh Shai's life, but what's outside of Yahweh Shai? It's another life, right? Some brothers, they can be enjoying their captivity, enjoying this hell, right? But you have to deny yourself, deny this world. A lot of us want to choose to have fun before we choose to have fun in the ministry of Yahweh Shem Shai. You could do all that righteous stuff that you want to do whenever you want. But us as men and women, we got to put the Lord first. Like I just watched this episode of The Last of Us, right? I think one of my Akim told me it's related to a game. Cool. This episode hit me because the one Edomite dude said he never believed in God until this disaster came. And now he believes in God. When more crazy things happen, like crazy, where a lot of brothers, when one of those prophecies come, brothers gonna be talking about it. They're probably mostly every day. Brothers might do lamies off of another brother video, right? And it's gonna be Israel who's gonna be going to and fro for the word. I mean, looking to and fro for the word, and they won't be able to find it. The Lord is going to usher that in. Man, the word is going to be needed right now. Is needed even more. But no offense, the ones that's already desiring the presence of Yahweh Shema Shai, right? Either if they looking for Lumi or they looking for the elites, something interesting they looking for. The Lord planted that in them, because then eventually they're gonna come to Yahweh Shema Shai. You have to hate your life to even gain in this knowledge and understanding. If you get 5 precepts when you never had nothing, the Lord did that. The more you keep seeking him, the more he sprinkle those things on you. So the number one reason why I brought these up, let me make sure. Okay, let me Let me go to St. John 12 and 25. It says, he that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto eternal life. Hey, a lot of us say, oh, I want to get in the kingdom. Oh, man, I want to be in heaven. Talking to the Black, Latinos, and Natives. So if you don't fit that, I am not talking to you. But as Black, Latinos, and Natives, it is hard in our nation to hate our life. Cell phones, money, half naked breezies, women that want BB. Oh, I can get a BBL. I can travel. I could be a celebrity. That's the loom. Like niggas, just that's the end all be all. I could be a celebrity. I could be an actor. I could be a model, a movie star. Hey, when y'all brothers gonna talk about, I want to own a plantation, like a whole country. Of course that's not on our mind because it's somebody else in that position that could do that. Jacob don't want to be people that own cities. They want to be the ones while working under the city, being slaves, right? There's a brother that I just seen on social media rubbing because he traveled the world, and all niggas do, other niggas and females, they just travel the street, go 5 blocks, go across town. But this nigga boasting because he's traveling different places. Guess what? Through the spirit, not to boast on, oh, I got commandments and all of that. I don't not boasting on that. But I want to tell you, while you traveling, I'm traveling all around. I am traveling all around these scriptures. I am traveling. And I'm proud of this because Yahweh Shemal Shai took me from a place of not wanting to read. And I'm traveling. I'm traveling reading. You brothers is worried about spinning a bag. Guess what? The Lord gave me a bag. And a lot of brothers, look at this bag right here. Yo, and I seen one of the apostles, he got books. I got more books over there. Y'all niggas traveling. Have you ever read? The niggas be like, oh yeah, I love reading. I travel and I read. Okay, that's good for you. But do you know who you is? The world make you boast about shit that has no value to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We got to boast about the Lord. Not how much precepts you got, right? Not boasting about how much faith you got. Boast about him, what he did. Yeah, his miracle. He got me in the truth. Furthermore, he got me desiring and to look at my past and recognize I was living a lie. Like my screen froze. Yeah, something going on with the internet. Sorry, y'all, that the so we're gonna go to Luke chapter 14. My brother, he said he was gonna do a lesson on these verses. So for me, through the spirit, I'm gonna use a different translation, right? KJV, I say any brother or sister, even after this lesson, actually I'll even read it too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read it in KJV and then I'm gonna read it in the GNT, right? But please, brothers and sisters, y'all should go reread it for yourself, right? So this is what it says. Uh, it says, if any man come to me and hate not his father and his mother and his wife and children and brethren and sisters, yeah, and his own in life, all he cannot be a disciple. Now, when I was, looking for words and, I found out disciple means a learner. It means a learner, right? You have to be willing to be a learner, right? To even have it in your mind, I'm going to hate my wife, hate my mother and my father, right? A real learner is going to understand what this hate means, right? He cannot be my disciple. And whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. And coming after Yahushua is denying yourself, right? Coming after Yahushua is denying your mother and father. Oh, I'm going to come to the Lord, but my mother and my dad, he don't believe in you. I want to come to the Lord, but, I smoke weed and you don't believe in it. You know what I'm saying? You got to love the Lord more and hate your life, hate the people that's in it, right? And this shows you who really loves the Lord, let alone your family. If your mother, father, your grandfather, mother, uncle, we all hated each other in the spirit. We loved each other less, but we loved the Lord, not just by talking, not a zeal, but a zeal according to knowledge. Brothers is reading, they talking, they politicking. It might be less crimes. It would be less crimes on our side if we loved God more and hated our family. It would be less pothead ass niggas out here if we would have chose to love God more and our family less. Hey, but who am I? It says, for which of you intending to build a tower, set not down first and count the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it. I'm gonna continue in the GNT, but that's kind of plain. A lot of us tend to build something and then just hurry up and do it, but don't evaluate, do the cost fit to be a boss, right? But let's look in GNT, right? Luke chapter 14, verse 26, and I'm gonna read all the way to the closing, verse 35, and it reads, "Those who come to me cannot be my disciples, be my right, the disciples of Hamashiach Yahushai, the learners of the gospel, the learners of this ministry, right?" Salaki. And it says, cannot be my disciple unless they love me more than they love father and mother, wife and children, brothers and sisters, and themselves as well. So we have to hate our relatives. But first, let me go to where it says hate in verse 26. Because I want to make sure I'm not adding a whole bunch of, mojo bojo, right? So I'm in the blue letter, going to hate, and I'm going to turn up my volume so you can hear it too.
Strong's G 3404,
Maseo. In the outline of biblical usage, to hate, pursue with hatred, detest, to be hated, detest. It's a by extinction to love less. So that's what this hate is. This hate is just hate your mother and father less. You gotta drown your Yahweh Shema Shai with more love than you do your mother, father, and your wife. But it's crazy how it didn't say husband, but it said wife. It said father, mother, wife, and children, brothers and sisters. That's an interesting one because don't the Lord even tell a woman supposed to love her husband as the Lord? Verse 27, those who do not carry their own cross and come after me cannot be my disciples. Oh, is that so, Hamashiach Yahushai? So we go back to Luke chapter 9, verse 23. Yahweh Shema Shai, he says, and he said unto them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. We got to do those three things as men and women. And if you watch the Passion of Christ, to me, right, when I see Passion of Christ and, when Yahweh Shai is carrying his cross, it is one man, that the Romans, pull to help him, and the man is the foundation. So when I seen it, I'm like, yo, that's symbolic. Him carrying it, and him helping Yahushua carry the cross is the hopeful elect that are going to carry the cross, like Hamashiach Yahushua, or because when Yahushua died on that cross, the hopeful elect, we died on there with him. So it's in the same fact when Yahushua carrying his cross and that dude carrying it, he's symbolic to where he's walking with Hamashiach Yahushua to hang just like Hamashiach Yahushua, the hopeful elect, right? And we have to deny ourselves, especially in this world. You have to deny yourself even in your family, right? Salaki. So you got to deny yourself, and you got to take up his cross daily. So not just one day. Daily means uh, like diligent. Diligent means daily. So daily, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. You gotta. This is the truth is a consistent thing. The truth is a consistent flow. The truth is a consistent light. Oh yeah, I'm about to bring some dark, but the truth is consistent. So you got to pick up your cross daily and follow me, right? But you know us, we like being slaggard. So back to Luke 14, verse 28, it says, if one of you is planning to build a tower, you sit down first and figure out what it will cost to see if you have enough money to finish the job. So before you build anything, it's all about creating the blueprint. Make sure you see the angle. I got the foundation, how tall it's going to be, boom, boom, boom. And then you got to run up the cost. Preparation, right? No man builds a building first, but don't have the funds. That don't make no sense. Don't at all. And that's the same way as us loving everybody in this world. I mean, loving this world and the things that come with it, and loving our families and putting God less. When you put God less, you do less that he tell you to do. Whew, that just hit me, right? So it's a cost was not enough money to finish job. Okay, so verse 29. If you don't, you will not be able to finish the tower after laying the foundation. And all who see what happened will make fun of you, right? And this is a fact. And that's a quitter. Look at ants. What he say in Proverbs 6? Study the ant, thy sluggard, right? Some people is sluggard to observe, to overlook. Yo, I really want this, but let me overlook. Let me observe. Okay, I want it, boom. But do I got enough? Especially in this captivity, you know, you gonna need bread. How they working, you know? But hey, um, verse 30. You begin to build, but can't finish the job. They will see. And that's how Israel is. They are half workers in this ministry. Guess what? Some brothers want to try to get to build a relationship with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, but they don't even make it to knowing his name. They just say it. They try to do it, and then it's too slow for me. You know, a lot of us is always building, and we don't even get a break in. Sometimes we might just get the bottom part, the base. When you dig, some people just get the like in order to make the basement, you got to dig in the dirt. So some people dig in the dirt just to make the perimeter of the basement or how the structure gonna look. And they just looking at it and then they take a break and they done. That's how Israel is. And half of us take a break from the love that we think we have for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right? Verse 30, you begin to build, but you can't finish the job. They will say, if a king goes out with 10,000 men to fight another king who comes against him with 20,000 men, he will sit down first and decide if he is strong enough to face that other king. Any man should really do that. Because if you go to war and you don't got enough men, guess what you're going to do? But hey, who am I? What am I to really say? If when you look at the movie 300, which is in real life, when you go to the Maccabees, they had 300 and they was fighting armies and they was getting it done. But this is a different thing. The Lord will have a way, especially for his people. Now, when we look at the Maccabees, when we talk about 300, it says that they were related to Abraham. basically bloodline. Um, but that's not for this lesson today. Lord willing, I could bring that out for y'all. But we have to understand in our right mind, a real king, if he know he got 10,000, his enemy got 20,000, he's not gonna hurry up and go to war, right? He's gonna sit down and come up with a plan on how we gonna either flank them or you gonna come behind, because a man could still win a battle with 10,000, but he might have to get crafty, right? Verse 32. If he isn't, he will send messengers to meet the other king to ask for terms of peace while he is still a long way off. In the same way, concludes Yahushai, none of you can be my disciples unless you give up everything you have, right? We have to give up everything we have. You have a mother. I mean, Lord willing, you do. You have a father. Lord willing, you do. You have children. I mean, Lord willing, you do. You have a wife. Lord willing, you do. Right? We can't. We especially the men. The men, you are not going to be a real learner of the whole doctrine of Yahweh Shem Shai if you can't give everything up. What I mean by giving it up, not having a whole, not having an attachment to it, that you can't let it go or you can't have space from it. Some brothers and women can't let go smoking weed. Some women can't let go being half naked. Let's read it again. In the same way, concluded Yahushua, none of you can be my disciples unless you give up everything you have. Like the title says, yes, I said it. You should hate your family and this life. Love them less, love the Most High more. Anybody that's watching this now or later or never, you can't say, oh yeah, I love my family less. I love the Lord. No, I'm about to be honest. Excuse my language. No, the fuck you don't. If you did, how you smoking weed, man? If you did, why the hell you walking outside half naked and you a woman? You supposed to be covered like a diamond and a ruby. Huh? But you looking for a babysitter, hopping from rod to rod, you damn fish, right? And then you got brothers that don't want to leave, but they say they a boss or a king. Real kings that I know, they move off a book, chapter, verse for their household. Actually, let's scratch that. I'm gonna give you a verse, right? Because people would say, man, I love the Lord more, but their actions is mad weak. Oh, it's just so crazy. My mind is going somewhere else. And I dang near already forgot what I wanted to go to. Where we at? I mean, Baruch. Okay, boom, good. That's not it. That's not what I really want. What was I saying? Right. So you got to be willing to give up everything to be a disciple of Yahweh Shai, right? Um, Let me see. Like this is another one. This is dealing with Peter, and I'm gonna start at 25. This is Luke chapter 18, verse 25. It says, For it is easier for a camel to go through a needle's eye than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of God. And they that heard it said, who then can be saved? And he said, the things which are impossible with men are possible with the Most High. Then Peter said, Lo, we have left all and followed thee. And he said unto them, Verily I say unto you, there is no man that have left house or parents or brethren or wife or children for the kingdom of God's sake. Basically, letting go of your attachment. A lot of us don't. A lot of us really don't. And I try to say it every day. I try to feel it and believe it. But that comes with, say if through the Spirit, the Lord take one of your relatives that's not really serving the Lord. You know, in the same fact, me and you are supposed to be feeling like Like he say in Mark 3:35, whoever do the will of my Father is my brother and sister. Our brothers and sisters is supposed to be in this truth, serving their power, who's Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And a lot of us don't give a damn for that. That's why he said, um, if we can't let go anything, we can't even be his disciple. That lets you know uh, we are not even worthy. But in order for you to be worthy, you have to be willing to let things go. Just like the rich man, he got the commandments. Well, give up all the things that you have and let it go. That's holding on to the world. Hey, who am I to say? I want to provide. I got to do this. Yes, I have a whole family, got 2 wives. Yes, yes, yes. But I still have to be honest in the spirit. Yes, I have to let that go. But in the flesh, 6 kids, 2 wives, me, myself. No, hell no. I'm not giving up no money. So through the spirit, through the spirit, in the flesh, I will be like that rich man that Yahweh Shai was talking to. I'm walking away. But since I'm striving in this truth for Yahweh Shema Shai through the spirit in my faith, oh, I'm giving up everything. If the Lord would require it, I'm giving it all up through the spirit, because every day, this is why I have to tear down the old man, because the old man don't want to let go of no money. You know, the Lord made me let go of what I used to love. I used to love smoking weed, balling, smoking weed, women, smoking weed. The Lord took that away from me. And I got to keep on moving so he can take things away from me, because nothing in this world should make me more dedicated than Yahweh Shem Shai. Let me see if I can get another one. What's this one? This is St. Matthew chapter 19, verse, I think it's supposed to be 27 to 29, but it's highlighted. So this might be partial 27 and then 28. So it reads, I'll just read the whole thing. So Matthew 19, verse 27 to 29. And this is in the Passion Translation. It says, then Peter blurted out, here we are. We've given up everything to follow you. What reward will there be for us? Yahushua responded, listen to the truth. He said, what's going to be our reward? Man, we did, man. We gave up everything to follow you. Yahushua responded, listen to the truth. That is, man, that's straight to your head. We over here asking for what we gonna get rewarded. He said, man, listen to the truth. In the age of the restoration of all things, when the Son of Man sits on his Father glorious throne, you will have followed me. I mean, you who have followed me, I'm gonna say it again. You who have followed me will have 12 thrones of your own, and you will govern the 12 tribes of Israel. It's talking about the 12 apostles. Right? Hey, I mean, I wish I was one of the apostles reincarnated, but I have to look at my worth. These brothers was going hard in the ministry for Yahweh Shem at a certain age, at a certain time, when the Lord was giving them the increase. They didn't increase on their own. And you could see the beauty that the Lord was working on them. Man, I'm not even on these brothers' level, but every day I have to do that to humble myself, because it's not about how high you grow to overlook another brother. It's really through the spirit. You want to keep that with the Lord, because the Lord is the one that increased you in this thing. Now, if you want to tell somebody, hey, look, the Lord enabled me and he increased me in areas that I needed, and he got me better. But then you got somebody that said, man, this is all me. Yo, the Lord did. I know 50 precepts, or they feel like they the deepest person, or man, I got the whole pack. I could do anything. It's not about boasting about us. But yes, we have a human nature that will fall, and we will do it. It says, for anyone who has left behind their home, property, living family, brothers or sisters, mothers or fathers or children, for my sake, they will be repaid 100 times over and will inherit eternal life. I'm going to say this again for all you brothers and sisters. For anyone who has left behind their home, property, leaving family, brothers or sisters, mothers or fathers, or children, for my sake, they will be repaid 100 times over and will inherit eternal life. Mom and dad, uncle, sister, cousin, whoever you is. I love you less. I hate you. I'm telling you, I'm being honest. Through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, I love y'all less. My family up here, wives and children, I love them less. Right? I love them less. And even the brothers I labor with, man. I love the brothers I labor with. I love them, because the Lord do say, whoever do the will of my brother, mother, father, uh, you know, whoever do the will of my father is my brother, mother, and sister. So I believe those brothers is my real brother. And what he say, brother and sister? I'm not looking at this talking about like in the world. Oh yeah, I already been hating my family, been hating them. Man, because I had to seek the Lord. I wasn't getting the truth with blood family. The Lord let us all see that. But now the Lord gave me a spiritual family. And even though they on my toes, they increasing me, they helping me, they guiding me, we guiding each other, we building with each other, we sharpening swords. Guess what? I still love them less. I hate every last one of them. But that hate means love them less. And yes, I love these brothers, tell them as much as I can, but I love them less, right? Because you'll love a human so much, guess what? You'll start falling into mischief, right? Shit, you might love a brother so much, y'all both might eventually walk away from the truth. We be this, man. Some brothers be putting some brothers on a highest pedestal, and and they ain't even doing nothing for them they damn self. So verse 34, it says, salt is good, but if it lose its saltiness, there is no way to make it salty again. So if you niggas do not want to be a part of the ministry of Yahweh Shemashai, if you don't want to be a part of the love, if you don't want to be a part of the thought process, if you don't want to be part of the occupy until he come, you are salt that lost its flavorness. You lose your saltiness. Brothers be on fire, then they slow. Guess what? You start to lose your saltiness. The Lord, what they always say, they diluted. When people put water or juice or something, they kind of dilute the liquor from being straight. If we went straight on with the love of Yahweh Shema Shai, we wouldn't be diluted with the world. I mean, we all gonna slip. Last verse it says, "It is no good for the soil or the minor pile. It is thrown away. Listen, then if you have ears." Hey, this is gonna be my last verse just for y'all, man. My last verse. Where was we gonna go? Yup, we gonna go to St. John because he just said thrown away. Wait, no, not thrown away. He said it is thrown away. Thrown away is garbage. Let alone, yes, with garbage they recycle it. Some garbage goes through a furnace. So the garbage that the Lord, what he's gonna do, even though through the Spirit, they're gonna come back in the kingdom. They're gonna be reborn. But when you go to St. John, chapter 15, and I'm gonna start at 5. It says, I am the vine, and ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. But withereth out me, ye can do nothing. I'm gonna say it again. For without me, ye can do nothing. So that's why you want to love all your family in this world less, because without Yahweh Shema Shai, you can't do nothing. And any man think himself to be something, he deceiveth himself. Right? I believe Galatians 6:3. You got another one too. But this is verse 6. It says, if a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch. It is withered, and men gather them and cast them into the fire, and they burn. Guess what? Brothers be withering, like in real life through the spirit. Especially if you lead this truth, especially if you in this truth and you being stagnant, you ain't really into it and all of that. Guess what? The more you're not into it, the more you get lazy. The Lord just that's you withering away. You start getting lazy. You don't even want to say the Lord name. Only time you do is when you get cut or you get, oh God, please help me. Oh Lord, please help. That's not even his real name. Nigga get shot. That's probably the only time he thought about the Lord. When he held up, it's over. You niggas is withering away, and the Lord is doing that, and He's giving you another chance before He throw your ass in the fire and you burn. It's gonna be too late when you crack that sky. Niggas is getting chances and chances, and I'm gonna be honest. There's gonna be some people at that last chance that's gonna grow. That's gonna grow faith. Oh, hey. So lucky y'all. But Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm sorry I didn't go into this and go into that, but Lord willing, this was edifying for y'all in the morning to start your day. You know, I feel I ain't gonna lie, I feel mad amazing because Yahweh Shai allowed me to do his high holy day. Of course, to do Passover, let alone do the Shabbat. Um, I think Yahweh Shai for the people that's in my life. That the Lord gave me. You know, I don't probably know everybody in the truth, and everybody don't know me, but the ones that I did meet, regardless if we don't talk as much, or I appreciate the simple fact I got to meet you and you was in my life. I'm grateful that the Lord allowed me to go through the things I went through, right? And for the elders and the apostles, right, bishops and deacons that the Lord had used to make this ministry a light, let alone all the brothers, right? Even though I just talked about their titles, but the brothers in Great Millstone, man, I appreciate y'all to the fullest for constantly going over prophecies, feeding and feeding and feeding. And I pray that the Lord continue y'all on y'all course. Because Israel out here hungry. Regardless if they not saying we want to eat, but through the Spirit, they are hungry. Every day we wake up and we make it another day. Whoever ain't in this truth, they're hungry. And I appreciate that. And for the hopeful elect, whoever else is teaching his word sincerely, whoever you may be, and whatever color you rep, and Lord willing, the Lord have you enduring and loving your family less, love your life less, love your money you got less, your little damn car, right? Your wife, your children. And you women, you should love your family less, right? Because we all have certain things or people we cannot let go. But in order to really serve the Lord, or for you men to really be the disciples or apostles, prophets, right? Or certain men in the ministry that he called, guess what? They will put Yahweh Shema Shai first. And with that, I'm going to say Kwame Yasharella, Yahweh Shema Shai. If I could do it, you could do it. If you could do it, I damn sure can do it. Death to America and death to Esau. Not on my time, but his time, because he never early and never late. And with that, I'm going to say Kwame Yasharella, and I'm going to say Shalom. I'm over here